Grand Rising, everyone. We are reading the lesson for today, which discusses illusions, images, symbols, how to study Bible prophecy. Today is Wednesday, April 2nd, studying the Word. Seventh-day Adventists owe much to William Miller for their understanding of the Bible. While his understanding of key passages such as Daniel 8:14 was not perfect, Miller's methodology was, nonetheless, important because it paved the way for the birth of our last-day remnant movement. Read Matthew 5:18, 2 Timothy 3:15-17, and Luke 24:27. What do these verses teach us about the way we ought to approach Bible prophecy? In some ways, studying the Bible is not unlike assembling a large jigsaw puzzle. If you gather just 2 or 3 pieces together, it is nearly impossible to discern the entire picture. Perhaps in those 2 or 3 pieces, you can see a horse, and so you conclude that you are assembling a picture of horses. But a few more pieces reveal a chicken and a cow, and then once you have assembled hundreds of pieces, you can finally see that you have been working on a picture of a landscape, which includes a city, a farm, and a range of mountains in the distance. One of the central ways in which some Christians err in the study of the Bible is that they treat the scripture as a loose collection of sayings or proverbs that they can use to address a specific situation. Some will turn to a simple study guide at the front of a Gideon's Bible where you can find helpful verses on a number of topics and assume that it represents the sum total of the Bible's teaching on a given subject. Unfortunately, they take the same approach to prophecy, lifting an individual text out of its context and comparing it to current events instead of the rest of the Bible. This, in part, has led to the constant stream of modern books on prophecy that you have to be updated every few years because they were wrong on what they said was going to happen and when. That's why it's so important not merely to select some specific text on any given topic, but instead to study carefully everything the Bible has to say about that topic and to take into consideration the context in which it says it as well. It is very easy to pull a passage out of context and make it say whatever we want. What has been your experience with those who use only certain selected texts to try to make their point about, let's say, the state of the dead or even the Sabbath, or what is the best way for us to respond? This is Pastor Patrick Graham from the Glenridge Seventh-day Adventist Church. Thank you for listening, and subscribe to get this every day. And today, God bless you real good.